Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So thank you so much. Hopefully you all had a good break. For those who got to have some food, hopefully that was good and tasty. So what we would like to do now is talk a little bit about our FYIM alum. And so I'm going to kick it off to Dave to tell us a little bit more about what that is and who we honored this year. Dave, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this part of the meeting today. As you can see by the schedule, unfortunately, our speaker had to cancel at the last minute, so we're not going to actually get the talk. But I did want to mention that we have a new feature to the meeting, which is to honor an alum. And this year, it was a pretty easy choice. I got an email in April from one of the steering committee members who mentioned that a student was graduating from Emory last spring, and she had been to the first two FYIM meetings, and that she had just published a paper in eLife that used modeling, and she loved modeling, and the steering committee member wanted to know whether we could give her a project presentation. And I said, well, no, the project presentations are really for work that's in progress, not published. But why don't we start something new and honor an alum for the meeting and give her just a standard talk to describe her work. So I'm going to share my screen.
Hey, Dave, also, she sent a message and said that she'd be willing to do a recording of her presentation or anything, the emergency that pulled her.
Oh, that's great. So we
yeah,
can
so I just, she kind of checked in with us. So I just wanted to pass that along. She's pretty upset she missed it today.
Okay, so the person I'm talking about is Jessica Coates, and you can see on the agenda, you can click on this part and you can see her and her bio. She graduated from Spelman College, then went on to Emory for her PhD, which she finished last spring, and published this paper. And it's in eLife, and if you scroll down to figure 7, you will see the modeling. So I hope I'm not giving you scroll disease. Oops, I missed it. Well, that's all right. I don't have to show you the modeling. There's definitely modeling in this paper. And I think the point we're trying to make is we feel pretty proud and happy that someone who came to the early FYIM meetings as a graduate student is now graduating with her PhD and publishing a high-level paper in modeling and loves modeling. So that's the main point we wanted to make with the alum feature, which we hope to do in the future. So it's a proud moment for any of you who have the FYIM t-shirts or FYIM coffee mug or have inked the FYIM logo anywhere on your body. Mine's on my left shoulder. All righty, that's it. Congratulations to Jessica. We're really sorry you couldn't make it, but I'm very happy for your accomplishment.
Great. Dave, did you want to introduce Michael or did you want us to do that?
Oh, yeah, I'll introduce Michael. Here's Michael. This is Michael Blinov at UConn, who's one of the co-PIs on this project, along with Elizabeth Stuhl. And Michael has been the sole developer of the FYIM website that I mentioned in the welcoming remarks. And as promised, Michael's now going to show off the site.
I mean, that not the sole, I'm the sole coordinator, because there are multiple students working on it, usually during the summertime. So yeah, let me share my screen. We are like 1 minute earlier, but it's fine. So yeah, okay. And that's what this meeting about. And this is what everyone at funding agencies tell us, that please collaborate. modeling is great if it's supported by experimentalists, and experimenters are great if they are kind of extended by models. And this is the goal of this meeting, to pair us. And this is how the meetings, the presentations are structured. So let's think how we can support it somehow on the web. And the problem that different people, different scientists have multiple ways to find each other. They attend meetings, listen to recent talks, recent posters, check websites, Pubmed, the bioarchive, ORCIDs, and so on. But the problem is that it really doesn't, very often, you don't know what's on the mind of a person. You don't know if the person is doing something, or like the lab website was not modified within the last 10 years, which is usually what's happening. Or he is or she is working on some very exciting project, but the meetings he or she is attending is in some very specific area, and he needs broader expertise, but nobody knows about it. No one with this specific expertise. So what can we do about it? I mean, definitely attend more meetings and participate in this Finding Your Inner Modeler series. But it's also nice to have some kind of hub where people are posting what they're interested specifically in collaboration between modeling and experimentalists. So this is what's our Finding Your Inner Modeler series. It's like dating between experimentalists and computational people, when only interested scientists come and meet, and they display projects of interest. And this is what David mentioned, that even these peer talks are selected, that this is something in progress, something that is not yet published, and people switch to something new. And you have to state what you want from this dating, like experimental data, data analysis, modeling analysis, grant, what all of us needed, but for grant, we may need collaboration with specific experimentalists in some area, or modelers, and so on. And for that, you want to showcase yourself. You want to show that what are your research skills, if you're kind of selling yourself, say, as a computational person to experimentalists, and what are your current projects, and what papers you would like people to look first. Not just go through Pubmed and find 50 papers over different years, but what would you like to present for this specific meeting? Something that we haven't finished yet is expiration date for projects. So kind of you say that, wow, I'm interested in it for the next 15 days or like 2 months. And then I'm submitting a grant and I'm just on my own. If you will not help me within the next 2 months with writing this grant, then I will do it myself. And it will be not as good as it could be if you would help me. So these are the goals. Not all of them are yet implemented, and what I will be doing, I just will do live demo of the website, and I hope that many people will register and will start kind of being more visible among attendees of this meeting, and also among the whole systems biology, computational biology, and general biology communities at large. So, but kind of the immediate goal is that as the meeting ends, all the stuff is gone. Try to find abstracts or talks for the previous 1, 2, 3 Finding Your Inner Modeler series. It's you will have to find, you can find something recent, but generally it's gone. And this is unfortunately situation for a lot of scientific meetings. So you would like to keep track of previous meetings, attendees, talks, posters. So when you will send someone email, you can say, okay, I saw that you were at the FYIM 2 and 3. Unfortunately, I wasn't at the third, I was at the second. And I remember you talked about that and that. So even if you don't remember, this meeting should help you to find it out and be nice when you send email. So this is like this, not a sole team, but it's basically a project for students so far, because the pilot funding was just for summer. Now we have a little bit more, but it's still not enough to get any professional programmers. So the coding over the first summer was done by a Yukon computer science major. And then the next summer, I worked as a part of Google Summer of Code with a very talented student from India. And initial design was done by biomedical visualization major from University of Illinois at Chicago. So let me show you how it looks, and hopefully it's easy. We try to do it as easy as possible. Yeah, okay. So this is our comp model match website. And right now you can just go and you can look for people, and you can, like, for people, say this is me. You can see that I attended 4 and 3. Actually, I also attended 2, but I didn't check it. And this is pretty easy. Say right now, no one actually, except for me, entered tools or expertise. But if you click here, you should immediately see all the people who have the same expertise. When you click on tools, you should have the same people with that enter the tools. So let's see if so this is molecular biology, and yeah, so there are 2 people with molecular biology. So you can at least find some related expertise and people by tools. And again, the more you will enter, and I will show you quickly how to do it, the more it will be live and you will find more and more information. So I will try to take from KI people your registration information and do it myself, but I would rather not. I would ask you to do it easily. And so let me show you how it goes. So you send like FYIM.
Michael, I'm sorry to interrupt. Would you mind opening your screen a bit larger so that people could see?
Is it better now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So FYIM user, and I will do my own email, ABCD12345 6 ABCD12345 register, and it's FYIM and I mean you can fill it all later. And then I go to my email, and hopefully it will come soon. Yeah, it came, and you register, and now you got it here. And so you can start adding some stuff about yourself. So you can go and check expertise, and there are some tips, and whatever someone enters it, it's becoming more prominent. So you can see, and you can enter something new. You can enter like radiology, and then the next person will see as a suggestion radiology, and then a tools you enter cytoscape I had already. So I don't know. So, and then people will be able to see and find you. So if you go into browse people, then yeah, this is what we did. So now molecular biology, and everyone can see that you are here. But then what else? You also should register for the meeting, and then you can do a lot. So you can go into browse meetings, and this is your finding your inner modeler, and you register for it. And then you don't need to do anything, you just click send, and I will get it. So I will get it, and I will accept you. So let me go. So this is me. I go into this meeting. Okay, so let me log out and log in as a me. And meeting registration. This is you. So I will add you. Yeah. So now you are, so let me log out. Now this new person is associated with the meeting 4. So you can see this person here. And so let's go FYIM A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? Is it FYIM A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, let's go through the password. For email. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now you can create an abstract, for example, for the meeting. Or like, let's create a presentation immediately, which means that you just upload your presentation. So you go this one, okay, and then match. Module match. So this is for this meeting. And then you can actually, every document you upload, you can see that, okay, right now by default, it's shared only with finding your inner modeler, the meeting. They can view and edit, but you can, and this is how it will be registration next year handled, that you just submit an abstract and share it with a person that is, for example, me, and you can add. So this is no access. So this is you submit an abstract and then we approve it. But you also can do it public, and you can share it with, so you can allow all members of the conference both view and download it, and all public people just view it. So view, which means the description. So comp model match is a presentation that is visible to conference members, but not the public yet. And as you see, this is extension of a very large document handling system. So you can actually share it with individual people and start collaborating on it. If you want to kind of somehow don't want to do it through Google Docs or Google Drive or OneDrive, then you can do it here. So we go upload and save. So all visitors can view summary, and me and conference members can see get content. So, okay. And then log out. And then you can again go to people, see this new person, and you can see that he is a part of finding your inner modeler form. And he has a presentation, but so far you cannot see it. And then if you log in as someone who is a part of this meeting, then again browse, people, FYIM, presentations, and you can easily get it and just immediately see. So what else? You can easily, so again, let me log out as myself and log in as this new person, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can easily upload publications that, that will be of interest that you would like to showcase. So let's go, and for example, let's go just Pubmed like that, Control C. Yeah. Okay, so Pubmed. And you know, you can also upload by DOI, but say Pubmed, again, go, register, and then everyone will be able to see these publications that you would like to link with yourself. So this publication. And this is public, so everyone can view publication in Pubmed. So and all the information is immediately fetched. So you also, this way, because it's going through Pubmed, it's not necessary will be available to everyone for download, but you also can go and create a document. And for document, you can upload any file. And this is for upload. So and for documents, you can do the same. You can make them available for everyone. So this way you can share any like publications that are not yet in press, or you can share them with a specific conference. So you can share with a person in Stone, and he can go view summary and get content. Add. So now David can do everything with this document, but and then maybe you don't want to share it yet with the whole conference. And so upload and save. So hidden from public, but David, so let's actually to do testing, let me instead of David put myself. So you can, I can check that it really will be only me who can see it. So now there are some stuff when you can add more creators, you can add more people who have like David Stone also would be a part of this document. But there is a lot of capabilities because when I said extended, it's partly downloaded. So to give a credit, this is a part of a large FYIM project. So FYIM is like scientific management system that is developed at University of Manchester in UK and HITS theoretical studies, Heidelberg Institute of Theoretical Studies in Germany. And we just started to collaborate with them on extending it. So some parts are not yet implemented properly. So if you click here, then you will get a lot of stuff that is yet missing. And if there are requests, we can edit like organisms, sample types, but institutions. But we so far just decided to get it as simple as possible, and even like what will happen that we will strip it from everything what is not working yet, because organisms is something that not yet supported. So in the future we can expand it and make a lot of searchable content very fine. But right now we are just struggling for you guys to go and get at least basic registration so we can start finding people and finding what are interests of you and so on. So I get this test file for document, so I can go and you can see all of it yourself. So this is my items, so you can immediately see that all of them. These are publications, presentations, documents, and you can manage it. So delete, change who has access to it, and again my items.
And Michael, we have a few questions in the chat, so I want to make sure that we do leave some time. Would that be okay?
Yeah. So I'm actually like, I can go forever with demo, but let's really thank you for reminding. So let me stop it because you got the full and let's see what the questions.
Sure.
In the chat, it's not here, so let's go.
Yes, it's okay. I can read them to you. That's not a problem. So we have one question in the chat that says, if we registered for the site during a previous FYIM, have the registrations been removed or are they still present?
Probably removed because last time we had a pretty limited number of registrations and we kind of revamped the website completely. So I ask to forgive me to those people who did it over the previous meeting. I hope, I'm not hope, but now we provided all the safety that those who registered now will be already registered forever. So how would I use the site to find a collaborator? This is, I wanted to get it done, but it's still work in progress. So because the search is missing, so the search is not yet perfect, and so. But generally, what you do, you have it. So create project. And for the project, again, I didn't demo it to you because it's not yet ready for prime time. So right now, don't introduce projects because they may be lost. But I hope that we can now, based on like having some pool of people who are interested, we can proceed. So this is our original project statuses. Have a manuscript in preparation, have a data set, planning a grant, and want to discuss how modeling component can be added. So these, based on your suggestions, can be expanded a lot. And those projects that can be incorporated: future project, website, description, and then with these projects, all the same stuff will be done. Publications can be loaded, documents, abstracts, shared with specific people, shared with, so create communities around each project. So again, this is not yet finished. So as you see, I selected, but it's but this is how, based on this website, we will proceed, and hopefully it will be done just the remaining of the summer with projects. So and now you can do, and even better, the plan is that for each of these projects, like so far I disabled it, but you can create internal meetings and do this, like in Russian we say matryoshka, when inside one project you have another project and so on. So you can create small meetings that will be available only for the for the participants in this future project. And then you can go to these projects, and so far it's, so let's go here, edit project. And yeah, so again, sorry, this is not yet ready for prime time. But as a place to find each other, not by project, by expertise, the site is already completed. So this is
Michael, we have one more question in the chat. This will probably be our last question before we move on to the next piece. But David has asked, would one search for collaborators using key terms, or what exactly would you use?
Everything will be everything. So right now, if you go to this, so you see my new recent submissions, and then you can go, so let me log out. Oh, I see a lot of people added publication. So yeah, so it's basically designed to be very live. So you see that you immediately see all these latest additions, and the search should be done by everything. But right now, the best way to find something is just through all these tools and expertise clicking, and then you will immediately see whatever, yeah. So ODEs, and hopefully, because it's really easy. So I hope that once someone sees ODEs, you can go into like admin, not like into me, and then I say that, wow, I'm also like ODEs, so let me order ODEs myself, and I guess this is tools. Yeah. So, and this time, this way, it will grow as a joint expertise, and people will be able to see each other much, like basically the only way to see each other by expertise. I don't know anything else like that. So yeah, I actually rejected for additional 10 minutes. I was offered and I said, no, I don't 30 minutes would be completely enough. So I see that I made a mistake, but I can do nothing now. So thank you
Well,
for your attention.
Thank you so much for your time, Michael, and for walking us through that demo. We really do appreciate it. So if we could show Michael some love with some emojis in our screens, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So for our next piece, we have a project presentation number 6, which is switching between directional and radial 3D tumor migration by a minimal network. And so our presenters for today will be Jianhua Xing. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. And Shilpa Sant. And for our experts, we'll have Andrew Mugler, Belinda Akpa, and Elizabeth